Oh, sorry, didn't see you there. Uh, sorry. Anyways, hello. Welcome back to my channel if you're a recurring viewer. Otherwise, welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to be doing a tutorial on JJS in general, like the basics of JJS, just kind of total. So, yeah. Uh, First, here's what here's what I'm gonna okay, let's start. This is a tutorial. First of all, I gotta state that this is a tutorial for computer or laptop. This is not a tutorial for this is not a tutorial for console nor mobile. You're gonna have to kind of figure that out on your own, but most of the mechanics stay the same, just inputs stay different. Now, just okay, so okay, let's start off with the basics. You have the basics. Okay, so you have a couple forms of mobility, and there's blocking, which with this character it looks different, but for most characters it looks like this. Then jumping most of the time doesn't do much. Some moves will have aerial variants, but most of the time, jumping does nothing. You have your dashes, which are binded to your Q key, which depending on what button you press, you'll do a separate dash. So if I don't hit anything, or I hold W and I hit Q, I'll do a forward dash, which also does an attack with it. If I hit A or D and hit Q, it does a side dash, and then if I hit S and hit Q, it does a back dash. These are your main form of mobility. There's also vaulting, which it just does automatically. Like I'm only holding W and wacha. It also only does it for certain heights. Then there is rolling, which happens when you jump from a certain height and then you hit space right before you hit the ground. It causes you to roll. You don't go that far, but like I'm using flight because I'm in a private server, but like if I go right here, I can jump, roll, and it goes the same distance, well, about the same distance as the side dash. Then you have wall jumps, which I would suggest the easiest way to do a wall jump is hold A or D in the direction of the wall and hold W and then hit space. Well, hit space and then hit it. Well, wait. Yeah, you just had to hit space. And then if you angle your camera right, like facing the wall, you can do multiple wall jumps. And depending on your health, you are either able to do 3 wall jumps, which is when you're at full health. If you're at like yellow health, if you're at yellow or orange, you can only do 2, and then at red health you can only do 1. And that is the main basics there. And that, yeah, okay. Other than that, if you're familiar with Battlegrounds games, you'll see that you have 4 moves at the bottom of your screen. Which are binded to the keys 1, 2, 3, and 4. These moves are different depending on the character, and also can have varying effects depending on the character. Then you also have your R special, which this character isn't the best example. I'll swap to a different character. But this is a unique feature to JJS, to where if you hit R, it will do a thing. Sometimes your R moves take ultimate. That doesn't mean you need to have your ultimate bar, which is this thing down here, full. You just need to have it, you just need to have some of it. Like, if I damage this guy a bit, it starts filling up. And when that's full, then you can use your character's ultimate. But, and then for some characters, it will take ultimate to use your R. This character doesn't. Then, the cooldown for your abilities are shown on the ability themselves. They light up blue. And this is the cooldown they have. Once they're back to normal, then they will, you can use it again. Like, reserve balls, I can use it again because it's normal. And then this bar right here is your R special cooldown. This bar is your evasive, which if you use side dash or a side dash or back dash while ragdolled, which is something that only some moves have, then you will be able to, then you can get rid of your ragdoll. Like if I were like all characters 4th and 1s have a ragdolling effect. Well, last M1. All characters last M1, which M1 is just mouse button 1. It will have a ragdoll effect. Now, if I were to get ragdolled by this guy, I can side dash. It takes up my bar, and I can only refill that by taking damage. Getting hit by this guy, you see? Yeah, it refills it. If I were to suggest any character to you, I would suggest Honored One or Gojo, because Gojo is probably the easiest character in the game. Well, if not, then he's one of the top, like, 2 easiest. But one easy combo that you also, sorry, I forgot to say this earlier, but with your M1s, there's variance to it. So, you do 3 M1s, and then if you jump and then, well, you gotta do it fast, but if you jump and do your M1, then you'll do a down slam, which instead of launching forward like that, launches them into the ground like that. And then you also have uppercut, which you hold M1 and then you hold space. You don't have to, you just need to hold space during your last M1, but it's easier if you just hold M1 and then you hold space. And then blocking is F, and only some moves are blockable. Like M1, all M1s are blockable. Sometimes it can be a bit iffy to tell, but all M1s are blockable. Now, a very easy combo I can show you guys to leave you off with is this. You use your front dash, 3 M1s, 1, and then 2. It does okay amount of damage, and it's alright. There's better, but that doesn't mean it's bad. Now, something else, if you get used to that, then another thing you can try with Gojo is 3 M1s into your 3rd move, into 1, and those are just some easy combos for you to try out, just so that you can get used to the basics. But I would definitely suggest, I'm not going to reveal everything, so that you can still have some fun trying to find out stuff. But yeah, those are some things that that this character can do, and like just the basics. If you like the video, you know all the stuff, but yeah. Hopefully this video did actually help you guys, and I, sorry. Well, hopefully this video actually did help you, and goodbye.